Okay, so I got this webcam and you can see my DAW, digital audio workstation, all on one screen. So what I did was went through a whole half hour of what I did and it didn't record. So I'm going to do it again. And what I'm going to talk about is metronomes and click tracks, how you can make them more exciting for the drummer when he has headphones in and he's just playing the beat to a beep, boop, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, over and over again. If it has some more details and energy to it, he might have more fun playing it live when you're playing. So when you play live, you can have it turned down slightly so he can still hear you, or have one ear in and one ear out. Um, Instead of just a lousy beeping annoying track, which I have done to my drummer in the past. I came up with this idea of not just sending him beeps and bloops. And in the past, I recorded bands that couldn't record to click tracks. Multiple bands, not just one. So if you're watching, don't feel attacked. It's not just you. There's a few instances where I've used dance beats like trance, techno, boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. Still don't know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about this. That can help you keep time too. If you have trouble with a metronome, just a beep, boop, 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 beep, boop. Do the Boots and Cats dance track, and it might liven it up and make you feel more in the groove with the song. On top of that, I also think that you should make the click have character so you know where you're at in the song. In the past, I was in a band called Awaken from Ruin, and we used a click track to trigger samples of bass drops and other synth parts and stuff. For the sake of the click track, you want to have it in one ear, like the right ear or the left ear, and send the other side out to the sound guy or whoever's running sound. And that way, when a drummer's playing to a click track, they can keep time and they know when the bass hits drop and when the samples hit and all the extra stuff that you can't do live. And we couldn't afford in-ears for everybody. So what we did was just bought a little mixer and split the signal, one to the house stage and one to his headphones. And he would put the headphones in and he would just literally hear a beeping track. And I know other bands do it too. And all they hear is just a jumble mess of beeps. And what they probably do is lose interest in playing with the band because it's just not that fun. But if you make the click have character and you turn it down a little bit to where you can still hear it and you can maybe hear the band play with headphones on, it feels like it's a part of the song kind of. So that's what I did. So here is a guitar track. I got the drums in here too, but I got to remove them. My drummer wants to play drums to some riffs that I made that I'm doing nothing with them. And I play a game called 7 Days to Die, which is a really fun game. I've been playing it for over a decade. It's been in development and still is in development for over a decade. A little rant about that. You can interact with anything, destroy anything, do anything, like literally anything you see, you can touch and interact with and create other things or destroy to create other things with it. It's beautiful. It's a zombie apocalypse game, and every 7 days, a horde comes after you. I made an album about it called 7 Days to Die, about me and my girlfriend playing. It's only like 5 songs, but there's 10 songs because of an intro, an outro, and the instrumentals. Check it out. It's called Crazy Beautiful, 7 Days to Die. Back to this. So anyway, I made a song about the base. When you lay your bedroll down and you start building up a base in a abandoned house, or you decide to build your own home, or just you build a campfire and a bedroll out in the woods somewhere for the night, this song will play every now and then. And it sounds cool. It sounds like this. And I hear it all the time when I'm playing it, and I'm like, man, that would make a really good metal song or like a hard rock song. And this is the first version that I made of it. It's not that great, but I'm going to send it to my drummer and say, hey, make up whatever you want. I'm not going to send him the drums that I wrote to it because that will mess up his perception of what he wants to do. So I muted the drums, and this is what it sounds like without a click. And if he just listens to the guitar and the effects playing, it's really easy to lose where you're at without anything else to it. So this is what it sounds like. I'm not going to play the whole song. That's just a sample of what it is. It's not that big of a deal. What I'm trying to accomplish here is making an energetic and characteristic metronome. I'm not sure if this is like revolutionary. I doubt it is, because any idea that anybody has already been done before. But I just want to help you guys out. First and foremost, if you cannot keep time to a metronome, use a dance beat. Program it or find a loop that will match the tempo. You can even just go in here on Mixcraft. You can do it on anything else, really. I'll go to Instrument, and I'm going to put it up to the top because that's what I do. Since I'm working on it right now, I'll bring it to the top. It's set to acoustic piano, but we're going to go in there, and I'm just going to use the stock Acoustica drums, and I'll switch that to like an electronic kit. So when I click it, I double click into the project, and I'll bring up a bar, and I'll set that to a loop, and we'll go in here, and let's see, we can find a kick. It sounds like crap, but I'm just trying to show you an example. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I know how to do this. As you play around with the programmer, you'll know. And if you already know, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so there's our simple dance beat. So you could technically just make a dance beat instead of a metronome to help keep time. But if that confuses you still, there's also an option of going, instead of beep, boop, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, boots and pants and boots and pants, which we're doing here, boots and pants and boots and pants, or boots and cats and boots and cats, boots and pants, boots and cats, don't matter. You can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boots and cats and boots and cats. So you want to find a nice sound. I like a hi-hat. Put it in between everything else. I think that's right. No, that's not right. There we go. So it'd sound like So, I mean, if the drummer's bored on stage, he could be listening to a techno beat, jamming out to that while you guys are playing. I took a loop that I commonly use in a lot of my songs, and I use it for timing a lot to help me feel the vibe. It's a drum loop from Ghost Hack. I bought a bunch of Ghost Hack sample packs, but there's a drum beat in there. It sounds like this. And I'm going to put that on the choruses. So there's a chorus there, a chorus here, and a chorus here. So every time the drummer hears the dance beat, he knows it's the chorus. We'll get into that later. For now, instead of a beep, boop, 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 or boots and cats, I made a beep, click track with different patterns and different styles of the same sound for different parts, so they know where they're at. Because if it's the same thing the whole way through the song, you could get lost. And if you do get lost, you don't know where to come back. So if you hear the next section coming, you know what to do. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Song starts. And then the next part will be slightly different. And as it goes into the chorus, I have it set to do this. But when it gets close to the chorus, right at the end, it goes. And then get into the chorus, which sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4. And a quick example of the first minute of this sounds like this. The metronome will change. And then again. One, two, three, four. Pre-chorus. One, two, 3, 4. Chorus. So you get the idea. Now, the click track and that little dance track will not be played in the song or to the public when you're playing live. It will be sent to the left or right ear of your drummer. And if he wants to hear it in both ears, just use a mono signal. It will play both then. Kind of like if a stereo track is left and right, mono is in the middle, but you can hear it. It's just like, think of your nose making a sound. It's just in the middle instead of just your ears making different sounds. That sounds stupid. Never mind. You guys know what I'm talking about. And if you're a beginner, it's a stereo field. It's a left signal, right signal, and then mono is both, but it's in the center. You always want to look at your mixes as having headphones on or two speakers on either side of your head. Well, on both sides. And you had this whole spectrum in front of your face. You're starting with the center to the right, center to the left. Mono covers it all into one. And you can't do left or right. It's just center. So use a mono signal if the drummer needs a mono signal. The whole point of this video is just to show you that you can make your metronome a little more interesting so you can tell the drummer or whoever you're sending your project to what kind of energy to expect or to help them and guide them from part to part. And I hope this helps you. I hope it makes sense. I'm new to this whole teaching people things. I'm not very good at teaching. I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know how to teach it. So bear with me. Thank you for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day. As always, I love you. Thank you.
Headphones. Headphones. Headphones.